Okay, so the process of being vaccinated by Covaxin is slightly different in the sense that you have to sign a consent form before getting that shot. So what does that consent form say and what is that procedure like? Avni joins us to explain that to us.
Well, that's right, Aarti. Let me take you through what exactly the consent form when you get the Covaxin vaccine. That's a vaccine that's been developed by Bharat Biotech. This is what it really says. I'm just going to take you through those points here. Essentially, it starts off by talking about the fact that Covaxin has been approved for restricted use in emergency situation. That is the head under which it has been given approval. It also says the ability to produce antibodies in phase 1 and phase 2 trials. That is something that has already been established. So first 2 trials that has been established, and then efficacy is still being studied in phase 3 trial, and that is something that still has to be established. So that is really what this part of the trial is about, and this phase that we are seeing as the vaccine drive has sort of kicked off. That's the next point that it talks about. It also talks about the fact that receiving the vaccine doesn't mean that COVID norms need not be followed. So the form specifies that because this is being considered as a trial, as a phase 3 trial, it doesn't mean that COVID norms can be sort of, stopped following after being administered the vaccine, although that does go for even the other vaccine as well, but specifically in the case of Covaxin. And then, of course, this is important because it says that in case of adverse events, recipients will get care at government hospitals. So this is also another caveat that has been put in the form. And in case of any adverse events or any serious adverse events, Bharat Biotech will be giving the compensation if it comes to that. So this is really what the Covaxin form says, and this is different from the way Covishield is being administered, because remember, there is that slight difference between the 2 vaccines in the kind of approval they have been given. Covaxin still in the clinical trial phase, phase 3 clinical trial phase, but no placebos like otherwise it would have been. Aarti.
Avni, thanks so much for that. Yes, there is a subtle difference between the 2 processes, but remember, 3 lakh healthcare workers and frontline workers today are going to be receiving that big vaccine shot.